Good morning. Welcome back to Farming Made Simple. To give you guys a quick update on what the garden looks like. Here, a little up close view. Here's the 3 beds we built, 1, 2, 3, about a week or so. Show you up close and let you know what's planted. Got a nice row of cabbage here. Hopefully we can keep the bugs off. Some Swiss chard. Zucchinis are starting, and lots of tomatoes. So let's walk around and I'll show you up close. And this is a beautiful clematis. I don't know what variety. And I thought that was a really nice color. Pansy as well. Oh, my iridescent, I haven't seen it like that before. So here's the first bed. It's a nice kohlrabi ready to be picked. Some beautiful carrots. I don't know if they're quite ready yet. Maybe not. The radish is going to seed. That's okay. We'll collect those and use them in the fall again. Cucumbers are starting nicely. Some really beautifully big tomatoes. They're starting. I have really beautiful cabbage. An entire row of cabbage. I mean, they're just massive. Beautiful cabbage right here. This middle section we have some kale, some more kohlrabi. It's a beautiful cabbage, regular green cabbage. And we got nice zucchinis, lots of flowers. Pretty. Patty pan squash, doing well. These are the new beds. These are beans. That's celery and cabbage. No, celery and kale, sorry. And then that's more celery. The end bed, I just planted some things. My absolute favorite bed. Well, one of course. Here's all my peppers. More tomatoes, huge tomatoes. Peppers. It's cucumber. And my absolute favorite, calendula. Beautiful flowers. So lots of them. Pick the blooms, make a salve or cream. And this is where I have all my zinnias. The rain and the heat wiped out some, so I replanted. They're starting to come up. But I'm hoping this will be a beautiful bed of zinnias to cut and put in the house. Alright, so down here is what I just planted. Lots of basil, some flowers, some celery, and some red mammoth beets. Use those to feed the chickens. That's what it looks like on this side. I wanted to bring you along because I wanted to show you what I just saw when I was going through the garden. So, I thought I'd bring you along. Let's see. Look at that. Hey, sorry. I needed to put the phone down in order to record that. Look at the size of that. Look at the size of my hand. It is easily the size of my hand. So, excited to try that, clean it off, and never had kohlrabi, so I'm excited. It's a quick view of the carrots. Carrots looking great. Radishes are going to seed, which is okay. I'll just collect them and use them again in the fall. All right, let me go wash off this big boy, and we'll be back.
So it's now the end of July here, and the garden is in full bloom. We've already harvested quite a bit. As you can see, this bed is empty, and here used to be beets and lettuce and radishes, but we pulled those all up. And now we have the onions blooming. We have the basil looking nice and strong. In the back there is some kohlrabi and more onions. And in here we have more herbs, parsley, and as we turn we have the whole fence of, these are tomatoes, as you can see. There are little cherry tomatoes growing, some red ones in the back. And that's what this whole fence is, including a nice sunflower that just opened up. We have this whole row of flowers for the bees to help pollinate all the other vegetables. And as we go up here, we have some cherry tomatoes, some bigger tomatoes, which are not quite red yet, and then some more flowers which are out of season, so not so much in bloom anymore. And here we have the last little bit of kohlrabi that we haven't harvested yet, and some kale. And as we go down this flower bed, we have all cucumbers. And we've been picking a lot of cucumbers, like 27 a day. And some of them are still small, they keep growing. So that's what this whole line is. And then on this line we have a lot of peppers, and these are peperoncini peppers. They're not spicy, they're very sweet. And as we go down, there's more cucumbers, as you can see, and more peppers along the bottom. In the next row, we have a lot of bigger tomatoes, not yet ripe, but getting there, like this one. And here we have all different kinds of zucchini. So there's green zucchini, yellow zucchini. You can see down here a patty pan squash, which is just a zucchini, but then in a different shape. And we're currently trimming back the zucchini, the leaves of the zucchini plant, in order to prepare for a heat wave that's coming in the next few days. And down here, you can see there's a nice big one. And as we go into the next row, again, more tomatoes. Again, this is a different variety. You can see they're a bit of a different color than the other bright red ones. And here are tomatoes on the vine. You can see there's a vine with 8 on there. Still just about ready to turn red. And in this bed down here, there used to be a lot more kohlrabi, which you can see there, and rainbow Swiss chard, but the season for that has ended, so we pulled them all up. But we do have a lot of carrots here, which are ready for harvesting. As you can see, here's one peeking out. I can pull that out. So there you have a nice carrot. And they're really ready, so we need to pull all of them out. And as we go down this row, more cucumbers. You can see big cucumber. And here we have some more tomato plants and Swiss chard. And lastly, here at the end, we have some cabbage, which is ready to be picked, but we have so much that we haven't yet picked it. And some last little bit of kale and Swiss chard. And in here there are more peppers. And all the way in the back right here, this bed, that is a type of variety of basil. And more peppers in the back there. Oh, and actually on this plant, forgot to show you, these are Chinese beans, Chinese long beans, and they're not ready yet. They're gonna grow a little longer than this, and they're gonna get a lot thicker. And I guess, yeah, it's a variety of green bean, and you can see they're all over the plant. So that's what's coming next. We also have some really successful basil plants here, really big ones. They were flowering, but we cut the flowers off so we could just use the basil leaves. And here is our baby bunny. It's not really a baby anymore. In the back there. And this is the carrot we just pulled up. So we'll give it to the baby. She's excited. Does Mama want a carrot? Hi. She's very friendly. Eat your carrot, silly. No. Oh, if you don't eat it, Mama's gonna eat it. And then over here we have Papa Bunny. And all the way at the end we have a nice little white bunny. And we think she might be pregnant, so we might have a new baby bunny coming soon. Oh, and they love to eat the carrot greens.